Hi all, this is Meyleen Velasquez. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, a registered play therapist, and I specialize in infant and perinatal mental health. As we're looking to support our clients during social distancing, quarantine, and the pandemic, one of the challenges that I have noticed with many of the people that I work with, and specifically people who are ready to deliver or people that have newborns at home, it's figuring out how do you seek support. How do you make sure that you are as safe as you can be, given the limited access to other people that could be coming in and the limited control to things that are ever changing? So I was hoping that we can have a discussion about how we can support our clients that are ready to deliver or that might be bringing a newborn home. One of the first challenges that I'm seeing with a lot of my clients is the potential of facing a delivery alone or not with the people that they were hoping that they would deliver their baby with. And so as we're working with our clients and supporting them through this process, we want to ensure that we check in with expectations that they might have regarding what's going to happen or what they hope can happen. I find that for a lot of the birthing parents that I work with, when expectations are too rigid around the labor and delivery, that in turn can place them at risk for a traumatic birth experience. After checking in their expectations, you really want to create a space to have a conversation about grief. Discussing the grief around not being able to have control over the situation, and also grief regarding not being able to have the labor and delivery that they were hoping that they would have. Having these conversations ahead of time are really going to help your clients to conceptualize how out of control this situation is and to remain flexible in their expectations. Another area that we want to be able to support clients in is in communication with any support system that they have. So whether it is another partner or whether it is someone else that resides with them. We want to help clients create a realistic, reasonable, and flexible plan as to what to expect when the newborn joins their family and comes home. So this can be ensuring that one partner is going to be in charge of one aspect of child caring, or that one partner is going to be in charge of doing the laundry, or maybe loading the dishwashers, or cleaning the house, making sure that all those little things that sometimes get lost, that they have a way to be organized, again, in a reasonable and flexible way. For many clients that would have had their own parent coming home, or perhaps an in-law or somebody else coming in to support them, this is not going to be an option for them right now. So it's thinking about what is a temporary, imperfect solution to the issue. For some clients, that imperfect solution might be going into their parents' home after the baby comes and staying with them for a few weeks so that they can get some basic support as they're recovering and bonding with their child. For some other parents, it might mean sending some of the older children to reside with a grandparent or another family member for a short amount of time while they adjust to the newborn being home. And then for some parents, it's going to be trying to do their best while they're caring for a newborn and caring for the other children that are home. Whatever your client chooses to do, you really want to have a conversation with them about assessing what are the resources that they have, how realistic is it for them to use those resources, and which options are they going to choose. As they make a choice, you also want to have a conversation about how they're feeling about this choice that they're making, and go back to that prompt on grief, remembering that this is a temporary solution, but at the same time validating that this imperfect solution is unfair and doesn't make sense and is distressing, and it's something that they would have never chosen if they had the option to do it differently. As we're processing this really heavy material, using whatever clinical skills that we have to ensure that we are supporting clients, that we're present, and that we're creating a holding space where we're validating whatever the client is sharing with us, and where we're helping them to figure out what might be best for them and their families. We also want to help them to figure out how Can there be some creative ways that they can receive visits and that they can receive help? A lot of the birthing parents that I'm working with right now have really big concerns about family members not being able to come and visit their little ones. And so I have seen online really creative ways that some families have been able to introduce their babies to other family members. An example of that can be a window and kind of having the baby and having the other family member on the other side of the window, meeting the baby and getting to see them and to enjoy them from afar in a safe way. The other option is always video and FaceTime and any sort of online way that families can get connected. Again, as we're having this conversation, reassuring that this is not the new normal. This is temporary and it's an imperfect solution to a really terrible situation that we're all living. But helping the client to figure out what is in my control and what is completely out of my control. And if there's something that I can control, what are the steps that I can take to make this situation a little better for myself and my kids? The next thing that you want to help clients brainstorm is in regards to actually receiving help. So maybe they can't have somebody coming into the house to load up their dishwasher and to do their laundry. But are there creative ways where somebody can come pick up their laundry, whether it's a grandparent or a neighbor or a family member, and maybe someone can leave the laundry outside, they can come take it and then leave it at the doorstep, and then maybe another family member brings it in. The same thing with meals. Maybe there could be a family member that can prepare some basic meals and drop them at the front step, so that that birthing parent can have some nourishment as they're recovering from labor and delivery, or as they're adjusting to having a newborn in their lives. So in essence, in this time where we all have very little control about everything that's going on, we want to work with clients on 1, exploring what it is that they're feeling, 2, grounding their experience, and 3, helping them to figure out what is it that they can do and what is it that they have control over. Once we do that, we can't forget to take a step to grieve and to create some space for talking about the loss, the frustration, the anger, the fear, and whatever else might be coming up for them related to all these things that you're working on. And so these are some of my imperfect temporary solutions to supporting parents that are close to delivery or that have recently brought a newborn home. I hope that this was useful and helpful in your practice, and if there's anything else that would be useful for you to hear that can support your work, please feel free to let me know. Thank you. Bye.